get it. Let's get it. Putting my life at risk to tell you the truth.
Yeah. Gang shit, nigga. Yeah. Fuck up, nigga. I got no time, Hey, yo. Know what I mean? Niggas ain't on the front like they say they is. Niggas ain't really with the bullshit, not, nigga. Hey, shoot these niggas the fuck up, yeah?
Drama, beef, niggas know they don't want that. Trenches, streets, niggas know that I'm from that. Niggas, weak, and you know you're not from that. Got a problem, just say that thing. Got a problem, I'ma spray that thing. Big guns, put that right on my head. Big guns, put it right on your lip. Put a trick back, let that hit. Big guns, nigga, do a backflip, huh? You don't play with no sips. Niggas take them out and give them a bitch. I'm from the streets, and I see how real shit can get. Bitch, big T, infamous. Chasing that chicken on 700. MOK, 1500. No broad day, them niggas start gunning. To the scene, throw the feds running. Throw the work, but the feds come. Came back, same day. 88 from the same spot. Infamous, got bitches. You be fucking on the same dot. Every day, niggas get in it. Any day, the block ain't hot. Whipping on your bitch booty. Like whipping work in the dang pot. Front street, that's the gang spot. One street, that's the gang spot. And I've been through a whole lot. Praise God that I ain't shot.
Stay tuned. About to expose the government. Stay tuned.
Most high, talking to the most high. All praise till the day I die. All intended, that's the way I ride. Coming over living just to survive. Working every day, trying to thrive. Can't live off of 9 to 5. So what you gonna do, huh? I'ma go trap me or not. So what you gonna do, huh? I'ma divide me a pie. Big spread, not try to rob. Job to the rock, da. Drama, beef. Niggas know they don't want that. Trenches, streets. Niggas know that I'm from that. Niggas, weak. Niggas know you're not from that. Got a problem, just say that thing. Got a problem, I'ma spray that thing. Big guns, put it right on my head. Big guns, put it right on your head. Put it right back in the day. Big guns, make you go back. You don't play with no sense. Niggas take them out and give them a bitch. I'm from the streets, and I seen how real shit can get, bitch.
Lame, fuck, you don't know. That niggas better lock and load and get your shit in order, yeah? You coming.
Alright.
My mama, nigga. High five. No game.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. First off, I'd like to say all praise to the Most High. Ahaya. Bashim Yeshaya Waruwak. That means in the name of the great I am. In the name of Christ. By the power of the Holy Spirit. We know for these evil, corrupt social media sites, I gotta start off all the time with the Declaration of Independence or the Constitution. I gotta read it. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press or the right of the people peacefully to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. Gotta start it off like that all the time. And also, I like to start off with a devotional I have here. I was supposed to read it earlier today that I didn't. So January the 14th devotional. The title is Mighty and Marvelous. Glad indeed are the souls with whom I walk. Walking with me is security. The coming of my spirit into a life and his working are imperceivable, but the result is mighty. Learn of me. Kill the self. Every blow to self is used to shape the real, eternal, imperishable you. Be very candid and rigorous with yourselves. Did self prompt that? And if it did, oust it at all cost. When I died on the cross, I died embodying all the human self. Once that was crucified, I could conquer even death. When I bore your sins in my own body on the tree, I bore the self-human nature of the world. As you too kill self, you gain the overwhelming power I release for a weary world, and you too will be victorious. It is not life and its difficulties you have to conquer, only the self in you. As I said to my disciples, I have many things to say to you, but you cannot bear them now. You cannot understand them. But as you go on obeying me and walking with me and listening to me, you will, and then you will see how glorious, how marvelous, my revelations are, and my teachings. January 14th, devotional. Got that out the way. So the topic of discussion today is what? Who is the real government? Is it judicial? What they call the three legislators of power, the judiciary branch, the executive branch, and what's the other one? Don't even remember the other one. But it's supposed to be three levels of power, and it's supposed to be the balance of power: judiciary, legislative, and executive. There it is. And it's supposed to balance out the power. Now, I'm here to tell you that is a load of baloney. Okay? No, it's not three different branches of power. It's a one world shadow government underneath running everything. And that is just a show. Now, it did at one point used to be based on this. But what the Democrat Party is, or the Democrats is trying to do, is get rid of the Declaration of Independence. They're trying to create a whole new government, guys. They're trying to create a whole new government. So what I have here is, I'm going to read an article. So nobody can make anything up. Nobody can say I'm a conspiracy theorist, because I'm not going to say anything from me, really. I'm going to read an article that is going to be posted in the description of the YouTube video. I'm going to read an article, and I'm just going to tell you what the article says. Okay? I'm not even going to have to do much. I'm just going to tell you what the article says. Now, let's go to the article. The article is Outsider Club. The Outsider Club. Because you'll never be on the inside. Okay? It says, special report. The world's most powerful secret societies. Who's really running the world? A lot of people dismiss the notion of a secret society out of hand. And first of all, let me say this. All right? I've been trying to tell these people for a long time. It's not no hate. Oh, I hate Donald Trump, and Joe Biden's going to save me. Listen, folks. I've been trying to tell you guys for the longest. The government is just a TV show. That's a distraction. All of that mess is a distraction. What they're doing right now, censoring free speech and all of that, is because people are waking up. And what I'm about to show you guys right now is very dangerous for myself, actually, because there's no telling who's really seeing these videos and who's really looking at me and hearing my voice and all of that. But I'm going to show you, not only am I going to read this article, which they probably didn't expect a person like me to come across, I'm going to show you a picture of each last one of these people's name. I'm going to show you a picture of each last one of these people that this article talks about. And in these pictures, you're going to see who is actually the president and who is actually the governors and who is actually running the world. Not the show that you see on CNN, Fox, and ABC News. Not the charade you see them play. Okay? You're going to see exactly who Donald Trump and all of the so-called patriots, these are the people that they are fighting against because they're trying to save America. Which anybody who's in the truth knows you ain't saving America. It's over. Okay? So let's get right to it. Without further ado, let's get right to it. Let's go to Google so we can have these pictures ready. I want to make sure these people are the right people. I'm going to read this article. Let's get right to it. I'm going to start it over. Special report. The world's most powerful secret societies. Who's really running the world? A lot of people dismiss a notion of a secret society and think it's out of hand. To them, talk of the Bilderbergs and Freemasons sounds far-fetched, if not outright crazy. Right? Most people think, oh, you're a retard if you're talking about conspiracy theories and nobody runs the world, the Illuminati and all that's not real. Right? After all, to believe that a small, secretive group of powerful individuals is calling the shots behind the scenes means conceding that our fate, generally speaking, is out of our control. It means accepting the rich and powerful run the world and that our very democracy in many ways is a sham. Still, these societies really do exist. Are they really puppet masters pulling the strings on the world stage? Only they know. We're left to speculate. And no, we're not left to speculate, folks. We know that these people really do run the world. We know that satanic societies, all of them are Satan, white racist, Satanist, pedophile, rapists, and that's just facts. Okay, we know this. All right, let's keep reading. Still, we can at least acknowledge their existence, and maybe by evaluating the scant information we do have, start to shed light on their influence in global politics. So let's get started. So now they're going to start naming stuff, right? The Bilderbergs in the sleepy town of Watford, England. A caravan of town cars with blacked out windows winds through the hills. Helicopters fly low overhead, landing at the Grove. I'm going to skip over all of this small talk they got there. It sounds like a novel, right? We're going to go straight to what they're talking about. Let's get down here. Let's get down. We're going to skip that BS. We're going to skip what they talking about right here. Boom. In 2013, a meeting of the Bilderbergs and all of the world's elite are in attendance. Barack Obama. No need for me to show a picture of him. Right? Hillary Clinton. No need for me to show a picture of Hillary Clinton. Right? So now we're going to show a picture of the first person you probably never heard of. Ben Bernanke. Let's get a picture of Ben Bernanke. Or however you say this dude's name. Ben Bernanke. And hey, they might delete this video for bullying. Why? Because I'm exposing these people. Because you probably never seen these or heard of these people's name or ever seen these people's face. Right? This is Ben Bernanke. He's a Satanist. All of them are Satanists, pedophile, rapists. Okay, well, I'm going to leave that up to you to decide. In my opinion, they all of them. Right? That's Ben Bernanke. Let's go to the next person. Paul Volcker. I'm exposing all of them. These are the people that actually make the rules and run the world, folks. I'm flying through this information. You see that guy? That's Paul Volcker. He runs the world. He's one of the people in the secret societies in the Bilderbergs that run the world. Okay? And if anybody think this is crazy, why is this guy not all on TV like they showed Trump and all the other people? Why not? Somebody answer me that. Christine Lagarde. Might be saying these people's name wrong, but whatever. That's why I'm showing you pictures. That's not the Illuminati hand symbol. Christine Lagarde. She's probably not a white racist. She's probably a good person. Yeah. Who else? Donald Rumsfeld. Who are these people? These are the people in the Bilderbergs meetings. I'm going to show you a picture of where they hold these meetings at. They hold these meetings on a private, secluded location with big ass trees and stuff blocking off where regular people can't see what's going on in there. They could be up in there sacrificing the Moloch and all of that. Just throwing that out there. Alright? Who was the person? What was the lady name again? Donald Rumsfeld. That's the dude we're looking up next. Get a good look at these people's faces. These are supposed to be public officials, but they're having secret meetings. Secret. But they public officials. But they doing stuff in secret where you don't know about it. But they're public officials. Getting paid taxpayer dollars. Donald Rumsfeld. I'm pretty sure you heard of Henry Kissinger, but most people don't know what he looks like. Henry Kissinger. Another elite that runs the world. So you notice that the president doesn't really matter, because they can just delete the president off of Twitter like he's nothing. But these people, the Bilderbergs and all of that, these people run the world. And the article gets juicier. This is just the beginning, guys. The article's going to get juicier. Watch this. Let's run through these people, though. Larry Summers. How many of you people, nobody ever hears of these? How many of you people knew these people even existed? And look, there he is with Obama right there. There go Obama. Right behind him. There go your Larry Summers or Lawrence Summers. There you go. Running the world. All right. Who's next? Let's see. We ain't done yet. We're going to keep going. We're going to get all these people named. They got Lloyd Blankfeld. Lloyd Blankfein. I'm butchering their names probably. How many people seen this dude? Nobody know. How many people in our community know what these people look like? These are the people that run the world. Look at him. Yeah, he doesn't look crazy. He doesn't look anything crazy or nothing like that. Nah, he looks completely normal. Got on his suit and tie. Classic businessman. He's probably normal. Jamie Demon or Diamond. Probably Demon, because they all demons. Get a good look at him. How many people seen this guy's face? I mean, it's hard to keep. It's hard to keep up with all these white dudes' faces because they be looking like the same person. To be honest, all these white races be looking like clones. I'm like, okay, is he who is him and who is that guy? And all them niggas look like the same person. Honestly, if I seen this nigga walking down the street, I wouldn't even, you know. I mean, if I seen Trump, though, Trump doesn't look like them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Eric, no, we ain't gonna skip nobody. Rupert Murdoch. We gonna go down. We gonna get all of these people. Because I want you to see their face. I want you to see who's really running the world. So we're gonna name them and show you all their face. They be at the Bilderbergs' secret meetings. Rupert Murdoch. In a secret meeting. So where you don't get to know what they're talking about, but they know what they're talking about. Jeff Bezos. Now, everybody knows who Jeff Bezos is, but we're going to show his picture. Yeah. He was at the meeting, the last meeting in 2013, according to this article. All right, there go your dude, Jeff Bezos. Yeah, he doesn't look like a Satanist or anything like that. Yeah, he looks pretty normal. He doesn't look like nothing's wrong with him. Hey, I don't know. I'm just showing you who's in these secret groups. That's all I'm doing. Eric Schmidt, or I don't know how you say these niggas' names. The article will be in the description. Again, they all look about the damn same. How many people seen this face before? Not too many people. That's Eric. I don't know how to say his last name. Schmidt. I guess that's Schmidt or something. Or Schemic. I don't know. Angela Merkel. Now that name sounds pretty familiar. I mean, if you're into the intellectual crowd, right? Here's this lady. She doesn't look like a Satanist or anything. She just goes to the secret meetings. Now, folks, these are weird faces compared to your Snoop Dogg's, your Ice Cubes, your Lil Babies, your Tupacs, and you know what I'm saying, and your Trumps, your Hillary Clintons, your Joe Bidens. The same people they smush in your face, you would think they're the only people that exist. Folks, these are the people that run the earth. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. These are the people that run the earth. Okay? So if you believe in the Bible, if the Bible say the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, and these are the people with all the power, that must mean they're wicked. We don't have too many more names before we can get to the next part. The next part is really interesting. George Soros. Let's show George Soros. Now, George Soros is actually the one who funded the BLM. I'm not even going to say, I don't even know if I can say that, right? The BLM, EDFGHIJKLMNOP. I gotta say stuff to throw the algorithm off so they don't block and delete my video. He actually is the one who funded the Black Lives Matter. He funded this. When you go to a protest, a peaceful protest, and it's already bricks stacked up. It's already bricks stacked up, ready for you to riot. Because they want you to riot, so they can use you to make people who stand for something a terrorist. That's all it's about. This is George Soros. He the one that made it up. He the one that makes deals with the LGBTQ, ABCDEFGHIJKLMNOP. He the one that deals with those people to fund the so-called people that look like this color skin. Life matters. Got to make sure they don't delete my video. They like deleting videos, especially when you drop the truth too much. They like deleting videos. Warren Buffett. He's probably not a white racist. He's probably not a white racist. You heard that, YouTube? I said he's probably not a white racist. You know? He's probably just a regular guy. That's why he's in the secret society. That's why he's in the secret group. Warren Buffett. They're just great. They're just great people. That's why they're in secret rooms, making secret deals and secret transactions, operating in darkness. That's why. Because they're good people. And the Rockefellers, right? And there's so many of them. I can't even show you a picture of them. So, what does the article say? It says the Rockefellers and more. The goal of their meeting, to determine the fate of the world. The article says that. The goal of their meeting, I'm reading an article, guys. I'm not making stuff up. The goal of their meeting is to determine the fate of the world. Well, I thought, wait a minute. I thought that you people said that we was in certain countries on the earth and only the persons in charge, the government was on the federal level, which is the president. And then you got your governors and your mayors. Why is they saying that these people who I just showed you their face in their picture are determining the fate of the world? The earth's given into the hand of the wicked. I've been told you people this. Let's move on to the next verse, or the next paragraph. It says Bilderberg Framework. It may sound like a Dan Brown novel, but it's not. The top secret invitation-only meeting has taken place every year since 1954. The inaugural meeting was Oosterbeek, Netherlands, Netherlands, at the Bilderberg Hotel, from which the group got its name. Folks, the top secret invitation-only meeting, why is it a top secret when you got public officials there? It couldn't be anything like top secret, like it couldn't be anything top secret like yeah, we're getting ready to release said disease on purpose and release and figure out how we can silence people like myself. It couldn't be nothing like that, could it? It couldn't be nothing like chips in your hand, microchips. No, shutting down the government and making a one world government. It couldn't be nothing like that. No. That's a conspiracy theory, because people usually do things in private that's good. People usually do things in private that's not bad. It's good things they're doing in private. Annual attendees. 80 of the world's most powerful people are members. The rest are chosen by the group's steering committee. Some attendees are invited occasionally because of their knowledge or involvement in relevant topics. Others are first-timers chosen for their possible later usefulness. They must come alone. Personal assistants and bodyguards are quarantined in a separate hall, and the host state provides security to keep outsiders at bay. 1/3 of attendees are political figures. The other are from industry, finance, academia, labor, and communications. You heard that? Political figures. So the people who are there to be a face, to make you think something, they go to these top secret, nobody can know meetings. And the political people are supposed to be public officials. I thought we had transparency with the government. No? They do get taxpayer dollars, right? And it says, in the meeting follows Chatham House rules, letting attendees freely express their views in a relaxed atmosphere, knowing nothing said will be quoted or revealed to the public. Let me read that again. In the meeting follows Chatham House rules, don't even know what that means, but letting attendees freely express their views in a relaxed atmosphere, knowing nothing will be quoted or revealed to the public. Most importantly, you must never talk about the meetings. So, you mean to tell me that these people go somewhere in private and talk behind your back? These people? Now, to all the black people that says, and by the way, this is where they be having those meetings at. This is one of the locations they be having some of these secret meetings at. Look how they're in the middle of nothing. Look how they're in the middle of nothing. That's how they like to have it. So they could be really out there doing whatever. This is another one of the locations where they have these meetings at. Secrets. Secrets. Right? And I want to put this out there. America is the sleepiest place on earth, where all the people sleep, don't think nothing I'm saying is true, is all retarded conspiracy theory. But look at this protest. It says stop New World Order. So it seems like places around the world know about this stuff. We're the only country that's like, no, that's a conspiracy. Everybody else knows what's going on. The rest of the world knows what's going on. Must never talk about the meetings. Keep the meetings a secret. It says Bilderberg Agenda. Daniel Easterling, I don't know, investigated the group for 15 years. The true story of the Bilderberg Group was published in 2005. I gotta put this insert out. One moment. Shit is killing me. The insert was killing me, guys. Hey, yeah, we got the fringes on the No Fakes Allowed shirts now, guys. Got the fringes on the No Fakes Allowed shirts. I should have wore the sweatpants with them, but whatever. This is not a fashion show. So the guy investigated the group for 15 years, and he wrote a book called The True Story of the Bilderberg Group, and it was published in 2005. I might have to get that book. He described the cabal, and we know cabal, anything like that is Satan, all that Satan, satanic, rape, white racist, Satanist, pedophile, all that evil motherfuckers, right? He describes the cabal as a shadow world government. Does that sound like something that you want to be complicit with, compliant with? A shadow world government? A private club where presidents, prime ministers, international bankers, and generals rub shoulders, where gracious royal chaperones ensure everyone gets along, and the people running the wars, markets in Europe and America say what they never dare say in public. Kind of like something like, yeah, we're going to release the C0, we're going to release the C19 on purpose, so that way we can usher in all of these new laws and rules, and we can take away the guns, and we can finally mandate and everything, and it could be a one world government, and we can all be praising Satan out in public. What y'all think? And everybody be like, yeah, we want to praise Satan out in public, man. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, and we're going to make people look like retarded conspiracy theorists on the internet. Meanwhile, they got articles online which is basically just telling you what's going on. Next. Yeah, we're going in today, baby. We exposing white racist, Satanist, pedophile, corrupt government. He said he describes their agenda thusly. One international identity that observes one set of universal values. One world government. Centralized control of public opinion through propaganda. Delete the president off Twitter. Delete my videos off YouTube. You can't. How dare you say something about what the WHO's disagree with the World Health Organization? You better not disagree. You better not disagree, or I'll delete your account. Centralized control of public opinion through propaganda. Propaganda is saying something on the internet. That's propaganda. Basically, I mean, you could say this is propaganda too. It's trying to make you think how I'm thinking. But really, I'm thinking the facts. You see? So when they go in here and they say fact check, they trying to make you think what they say is the fact. And it ain't nobody else saying nothing, because why? If they do, it gets deleted. Just like they're messing with my video right now. I see what they're doing, messing with my video right now, because why? I got these niggas' pictures on here. I got your face all on here. Yeah, they glitching my screen up and all of that, trying to get me off the internet. Why? Let me check the battery. Everything's good, but I don't know why it's messing up. It's messing up because I'm exposing you niggas. Ain't nobody stupid, man. We know you niggas is white, racist, Satanist, pedophile, homosexual, corrupt government. We know what we know. A new world order with rulers, subjects. You're the subject. A subject is aka a slave or a peasant or a serf or a low life form or a lower tier citizen, a low class, second class, third class, whatever citizen. That's a subject. In the illusion of a democracy, which means, yeah, come on and vote. Come on and vote, man. Your vote actually matters. Even though you're the one voting for whites to hate blacks. A zero growth society without prosperity or progress. Only greater wealth and power for the rulers. Tell me that's not facts. I'm about to get loose now. I'm loose. I don't care. I ain't professional. Tell me that's not facts. How many of you niggas been working at the same job for years only to be able to pay your bills and just do that? Not ever to be able to say, man, I'm feeling good today, baby. Let me spend 1,000. Them niggas can do that. Why you can't do it? Why we can't get more money? Why we can't never grow as a people? Why? Because these white racist, Satanist, pedophile, corrupt government is stopping you from doing that. On purpose. It even says it in the agenda. Let me start from the top. Let me start from the top again. This nigga studied this group. What's his name? Daniel Estelin. Probably saying his name wrong. Studied the group of the Bilderberg, which all those people I just showed you. And he says their agenda or their plan or what they're trying to do is as follows. One international identity that observes one set of universal values, a one world government, central control of public opinion through propaganda, lying on TV, and you can't say it's a lie, you can't disagree. A zero growth society without prosperity or progress, only greater wealth for the rulers, manufactured crises and perpetual wars on purpose, establishing the UN as a de facto world government, making NATO a world military. Well, what's the world military? So you got to ask yourself. That's a good question in itself. Now I see they keep glitching me up. That's a one world military. Who are they going to be fighting if everybody's one? They're going to try to fight aliens. You know who the aliens is? The Most High God. The Most High God is about to send the angels and the heavenly hosts to come judge these white racist, Satanist, pedophile, homosexual, corrupt government officials throughout the earth. And they're going to have a one world government or one world allegiance. Just like they told you in the book of Genesis about the Tower of Babel. They wanted to go all the way up. And the whole world was under one speech, one thought, one opinion. Well, let's go up there and let's go up there to heaven. Let's build a tower so we can go up to the heavens and become gods ourselves. So the Most High, they know they're getting ready to get destroyed. So they're saying, well, we can all come together and we can fight the Most High and destroy the children of Israel, which is the blacks, Native Americans, Hispanics, and Latinos, the Israelites. We can destroy them and we can rule forever. The ultimate goal, a one world government with a single global marketplace, policy by one world army, and a financially regulated by one world bank. Now, who was the Reagan was the one who said perhaps we'll need a foreign alien attack to all band together as one. If there's one world government, if there's no more countries, who's fighting? They're going to be fighting us the citizens, people like me who's not with the one world government, a shite, and the people and the heavenly angels coming in from the different realm. Otherwise, what do you need a one world army? Army for who? Against who? There's only one earth. There's only one country now. So army against who? Exactly. Against the Most High God. And it gets even realer. It gets even realer. I don't even know if I can read this whole article because it's so real. Let's read right here. One of its founders in 1921, Edward Mandell House, lived in the White House during Woodrow Wilson's term as president. House reportedly said Wilson's policies helped draft the Treaty of Versailles, helped pass the Federal Reserve Act in December 1913, and ratified the 16th Amendment shortly after. Those actions gave money creation power to bankers and created the federal income tax. So now we got the power to print money out of anus. We don't really have to have money. We can promise to pay it and never pay it back. David Rockefeller is the honorary chairman of the CFR, as well as the only member of the advisory board for the Bilderberg Group. He's the only nigga with an opinion up there. David Rockefeller also founded the Trilateral Commission, or the TC, another discussion group established to push the Bilderberg agenda. Look. Since 1940, every Secretary of State except James Barnes has a member of the CFR or the TC. On page 405 of his memoirs, David Rockefeller wrote, "Some even believe we are part of a secret cabal working against the best interests of the United States, characterizing my family and me as internationalists and conspiring with others around the world to build a more integrated global political and economic structure. One world, if you will. If that's the charge, I stand guilty and I am proud of it." David Rockefeller said that. He says, "I stand guilty and I am proud to be a white racist, Satanist, pedophile, corrupt, globalist fucking racist." He's sitting there saying it. Many presidential candidates were also CFR members, including Herbert Hoover, Adlai Stevenson, Dwight Eisenhower, John Kennedy, Richard Nixon, Gerald Ford, Jimmy Carter, George Bush Sr., Bill Clinton, John Kerry, and John McCain. These groups are also responsible for spawning a huge number of CIA directors and Treasury secretaries. So clearly the Bilderbergs have considerable influence in the United States and the world at large. And they're not the only ones. That's what the article's saying. I'm reading this article word from word, bro. I'm not filtered. You can tell when I'm filtering in what I'm saying. This is the article, bro. It says they're not the only ones. Who's next on the list? This is going to be a long video, but if you watch this whole video, you will learn a lot today, bro. Who's next on the list? The Freemasons. What that say? The Freemasons. They claim to be a fraternal group of men seeking only self-improvement and the betterment of society. But the Freemasons have long been suspected of occult worship and shadow manipulation. These niggas worship Satan. The group got its beginnings in 1717 London, where it first attracted the ire, or IRE, whatever that word is, of Christians skeptical of the group's religious practices. As an organization, the Freemasons claim to believe in a supreme being, a grand architect, but not everyone is convinced that the architect is the Christian God. Some believe it's Satan. It could also be Baal, Baphomet, Dajjal, Rahul, Osiris, some combination of these, or an entirely original conception independent of any earthly religion. I've been telling you niggas this, bruh. All of that secret group, society, all of that shit is satanic. But all is another name for Satan. All of the Satan got many names. If you're not worshiping the Most High God, you worshiping Satan. Period. Buddha, all of them niggas is Satan, bruh. Mixed up in different groups. Fallen angels that the Most High cast out of heaven. That's worship as gods on earth. Who give these white racists, Satanists, pedophile rapists power to rule over you. Where do you think they got the power from? Where do you think they got this power from? Where do you think they got it? Who do you think gave them the authority to be in charge of anything? Nigga? You don't remember when Christ was in the wilderness and Satan took him to the top and said, I have the power to give you any of these kingdoms, all kingdoms on the earth, if you bow down to me. Satan gives these niggas the authority, bro. How you voting for, how you have a motherfucker who claimed to be one nation under God, speaking of the United Fakes, you one nation under God, if you believe in a legal right to worship the devil. It is impossible to know since the group has been very successful at keeping this ritual secret. It hasn't, because I know all of it. I know what they do. As its symbolism suggests, the Freemasons are a pyramid organization. That means a select few at the top know everything, while the majority of the members at the base know little. So you got a lot of people who are in our communities who would defend the Freemasons. We're not bad. We're not a bad group, man. We get money and we work together. It's a brotherhood. Yeah, you ain't high enough. You keep going up to the top, and you'll realize they'll be like, hey, now that you're up here, we want to let you know, baby, we worship Satan. And you got all this money and all this power and all this prestige, and you think you're going to just give it up, and you ain't going to go tell nobody why, because you swore an oath. It is not enough to simply join the Masons. You need to work your way up the ranks, proving your usefulness and relying on other members for help. Only then will you learn the truth. Critics say evidence of the group's occult practices hides in plain sight. The Freemason symbol of a compass and a square form a pentagram. This pentagram is the group's calling card, discreetly featured on our money and on the cityscape of Washington, D.C. You have to admit, it seems odd to have a pyramid with an all-seeing eye on a dollar bill. It's also odd that the words decorating that pyramid read, "Annuit coeptis novus orders seclorum," which translates to announcing the beginning of the new world of the ages, or the New World Order. And what's more, if you lay a pentagram over the pyramid, the points reach the letters M-A-S-O-N. Stop playing, bruh. I told you niggas, bruh. George Washington was a Mason, bruh. All of these niggas is Satanists, rapists, homosexual, corrupt government, bruh. So how could you be in a government and be sitting around like, yeah, I follow the law and I agree with all of them, and I don't like conspiracy theorists. I don't like the shit that comes out of your mouth, Trey. I don't like what you be saying, man. You're retarded. It's right in your face, bruh. You motherfuckers letting murderers, liars, thieves, extortioners run the country? Yeah, nobody mad about it. It's okay. Yet if I'm on a yet I'm running down the street for my life because I'm selling God forbid, I'm selling a $10 a nickel bag. I'm getting shot because I'm outside on the block making $30 off a bag of weed. But these motherfuckers form the whole country off of what? Let's continue. In 1790, President George Washington a Freemason, appointed another Freemason, the French-born Pierre-Charles L'Enfant, to design the federal Capitol. An aerial view of the city shows the Capitol building, Washington Monument, Lincoln Memorial, and the White House from a plane. On that plane, the Capitol building, Jefferson Memorial, and the White House form the Freemason compass. Connected to the compass is the upside-down pentagram formed by DuPont Circle, Logan Circle, Washington Circle, Mount Vernon Square, and the White House. I mean, how much more satanic does it have to get before people start going against this? Can't even say too much. The network. Of course, the Freemasons aren't just cheeky designers content to slip their secret symbols into American icons. Their members hide in plain sight as well. Like your police officers, your presidents, your governors, the judge is supposed to sit there and judge you justly and fairly. How can you have somebody judge you justly and fairly when he has loyalty to a secret satanic society, and you sit up there believing in God, coming in the name of Jesus by the power of the Holy Spirit, and this nigga is a Satan worshiper? How do you expect to get justice from that? And you talking about no justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. It's only one way to get justice, nigga. And it got something to do with some metal. And it got something to do with the Bible. Following the law, statutes, and commandments of the real God. And not voting for not voting for the least white racist between the two. That ain't how you gonna make a change, nigga. In addition, George Washington, who earned the distinguished title of Master Mason, 13 other Freemasons made it to the office of president. That includes James Monroe, Andrew Jackson, Teddy Roosevelt, Franklin Roosevelt, Harry Truman, and Gerald Ford. In fact, the Washington Bible, on which many presidents take the oath of office, is a Masonic Bible. It belongs to St. John Lodge in New York City. So when Joe Biden does an inauguration and he put his hand on the Bible, that's not the Holy Bible talking about Jesus Christ and God and all of that. Let me read it again. It says, in fact, the Washington Bible, on many presidents take the oath of office, is a Masonic Bible. It belongs to St. John's Lodge in New York City. So a Satan worshiper's Bible, they sit up there talking about, I promise to God to uphold, so help me God, to uphold the Constitution of the United States of America. What God you talking about? They ain't talking about the God of the Bible. I could keep reading this goddamn shit. This video is already too long. I might have to do a part 2 of this fucking video. I'm not about to sit here and keep reading it. You get the point. You get the point. The earth has been given into the hand of the wicked. This is part 2 of the earth has been given into the hand of the wicked. I conclude this video. And in case anybody out there tries to lump me or say I incited some violence or I'm asking for a fucking riot or something, I didn't ask nobody to do nothing violent, nothing rioted. I asked you to go read the Bible and follow every single law in the Bible. That's what I asked you to do. If you want to say I incited something, I incited niggas to go read the Bible and follow the law in the Bible. That's what I'm inciting your ass.